Good. Hello, Katie. It's
Hello,
so good to be
hello.
here.
I'm
I'm
so
super
happy you
excited.
are here. Yes, I'm super excited too. So, I want to chat with you today, let my viewers know a little bit about, what you're working on, how talented you are. So, if you don't mind sharing the project that you are currently diving into right now, we'll first get started with that and then we'll chat about other things that you're working on.
Well, everybody, anytime anybody asks me this question, it's like, what do I do? Or realizing, wow, I do a lot. So, my name is Janelle. Full name Janelle Hall Reagan. I go by Janelle, Nell, anything you want to call me is a nickname. It's okay. I am an actor. I'm a photographer, and now I'm like a whole what do they call them? Content. Like I create content, like really fun things. I actually am the founder of the Creatives Corner, which has been amazing, which is basically highlighting all the creatives and what they do because I love creative people. I love painters. I love actors. I love filmmakers. I love musicians, singers, dancers. So it's just like, why not create a platform where I can share their content, especially during this time during the pandemic. So that is what that is about. That is my new baby, my new project, and I'm so excited about it. But yeah, those are like everything that I do and want. Yep.
Excellent. So, is Creatives Corner, is it like a webisode? Is it a podcast? Like, how would you define the Creatives Corner platform?
The platform I feel like will be forever evolving
Okay.
because as of right now, it's a YouTube channel slash Instagram channel. So I share all of my content on YouTube and Instagram. However, I am a creative myself, so I feel like I will be incorporating a lot of my projects that I've done on the outskirts into the creative corner. So I feel like it can evolve to something in towards production wise. So right now, it's just my little YouTube and Instagram baby. And I feel like it's going to do something bigger than what it is right now. So I'm just at the beginning stages.
So I'm so excited to see the evolution of it. I already follow the Creatives Corner on Instagram and YouTube, and I'm super excited to see the content that you do have coming out. And I noticed in your intro video, you actually have some really cool interviews or highlights of creatives that you are introducing to your show. So, can you tell us about the fun experiences that you've had so far while creating the content?
The fun experience for me, I feel like it's just actually doing it because I kind of cheated because I know some of the people I know all of the people that I've interviewed first, but they're all from different points in my life of networking where I found what they do to be very interesting and I respect their craft. So it was just like, hey, I respect your craft. I want to put you on my platform, just like you did with me. Like, I respect your craft. I want to put you on my platform because I feel like everybody should know about you and what you do. And out of that, I think that is probably the most fun part because I like supporting other people. So this is in my way supporting them by putting them out there to a group of people that they may not know, like my side of people. So that's the fun part. Honestly, the tedious part is editing, but the fun part is sharing the work and showing people my creative, quirky side because I'm a very awkward Black girl, very awkward.
You were just
And
like Issa Rae, right?
let me tell you something. I love Insecure and I love Issa Rae because she gave us awkward Black girls a place and a platform because literally people will watch that show and then they'll text me like, this is so you. And I'll be like, I know, like, this is great. So I guess
Sometimes,
being able
yeah.
to show my personality. So yeah.
When she talks to Lawrence, like even now, and she's like, oh, hey, like just the awkward body language or the way that she says something, or even when she was like, party lift, like after it went awry, it's stuff like that that I'm like, I love her character, but you can really speak to the fact that that is her in real life. It's not just the character that she's playing. So I think that's why I get along with you so well, and I love your personality because it reminds me so much of the awkward quirkiness that I have, but also my admiration for Issa Rae. So I love
Yeah.
it. Keep it up. Please continue. We need more quirky people in this world or people that embrace their quirkiness. So keep that alive, please.
I thought my quirkiness, like I think that's what made me so introverted in life, is because sometimes I always thought that I was so much of an eyeball that it was just like nobody wants to pay attention to me, So it's just kind of like, let me just stay to myself because I'm just too awkward for people, and that has happened. Like growing up, I've always been too awkward for people, but then I ventured into acting. And I realized that awkward is cool, awkward is decent, awkward is okay. Well, let me show my awkward self. So it ain't going nowhere.
Good, good. But it's so funny that you say that because I mean, I graduated high school in 2003. So it's been a long time since I've been out of high school, right? But I look at kids like, and I was never really truly enemies with anybody in school. And I had all different groups of friends throughout school. And even in college, same thing. I had the athletic friends, I had the nerdy friends, I had this group, that group, and I look at some people that I went to high school and I'm like, they weren't the most popular, whatever. But now I see them on social media and they're really thriving in their life and enjoying the space that they're in right now. And I'm just like, you know what? It wasn't them that weren't fitting in. They weren't fitting into what like the agenda or whatever little box was that was my
Yep.
small high school. So I like that people come into their own and they're like, no, I'm going to find my space and be myself because they didn't fit that like little dynamic that people expected you to be in high school or in college. So
Very much me in high school. I was definitely like the oddball. I was just me, and it just confused people. Like I wasn't like literally today, because my shoes just came in. I had my first pair of Jordans for the first time. I wasn't a Jordan wearer. I had my reasons, and I wasn't like, I'm not wearing this because everybody have it. I'm wearing it because I like it. And I was that type of person. Like this shirt is probably one of my favorite shirts, and it's from Forman Mills. And I don't care if it costs $3.99. I love it.
Thank you for wearing it on here today. One of your favorite pieces. I'm like, yes.
Literally, because it's just like back in the day, it's like, oh, you shop there? That's weird. Now I'm like, yeah, I shop there. Like that stuff is decent. I shop anywhere. I can wear something name brand like Jordans, and I will pair it with this $4.99, $3.99 shirt.
Yes,
I love it. But
because
that's
now, style. It's not about
exactly.
just the labels. I know I keep I'm so excited. I keep interrupting you, but it's literally.
Oh, it's fine.
You can, and because there's a little bit of a lag too. So I'm like, I feel like that's where it's like overlapping.
Yeah, it's okay.
But it's all right. I'm like, I'm blaming all the Wi-Fi happening in the house right now. But no, I love that because it's like sometimes I will literally wear something that's like a designer brand with like a skirt from H&M that I got on sale. I'm all about sales too. It was like $15 and people are like, oh, I love your outfit. That's so amazing. I'm like, yeah, because the way I style it, I look so homely today. I had to wear my Frida Kahlo earrings because it's so humid. I'm like, let me at least wear something cute. But, I'm just like, no, it's all in the way that you present yourself and you have that confidence. And it's like, you could literally went to Salvation Army or, any thrift store and pick this stuff up. It's the way that you carry and you style yourself that makes all the difference. It doesn't matter how much you
is stylish now. They have YouTubes of people thrifting.
Yes. That's a huge thing. I mean, even there's so I live in Brighton, the neighborhood in Boston, and then right next to us is Alston. And that's really kind of like the emo, grungy, Asian combination with goth people, college student cluster of people, right? And they have a couple of thrift stores right in there. And then just literally 10 minutes away is Harvard Square in Cambridge, where Harvard is, and there's thrift shops over there. So it's such an eclectic vibe that's here that you have the really preppy, really athletic, then you have the thrifters, everything. And I just love that vibe because people, especially the broke college students that live in Alston, they're paying so much in their rent. Like, I want to look fresh, but how do I do that? So it's just more resourceful in a way too. So we're saving the environment by thrifting. So yes. That's my really long tangent about why I love your shirt and why you should keep rocking it.
I love your long tangents, okay? It's all facts. It's all facts.
Yes. All right. Excellent. So we talked a little bit about you being a creative, all right? And I read your resume and I was blown away because I was like, oh my God, there's so many things that she is. How do I even begin to ask her? So you've acted, you've been in plays, theater, you're a photographer, you're now hosting your own show. What is there, like, do you not do anything, first of all? Because you do so much. So okay, so my question maybe, is there anything that you're not good at? It's my thing.
People may fight me on this, but singing, I love to sing, but I don't think I can sing.
Okay.
It hurts. It's literally a physical pain. Like singing, I have allergies and postnasal drip and all that type of stuff. So when I try to sing, like the first note is good, and then after that is bad because it hurts. Singing is like that. Nope, I'm gonna leave it to the professionals. That's not my case. Do I want to take singing lessons? Yes, because then it adds something else under my belt. But singing, instruments, I'm okay. I'm not like a professional. I've dabbled in a lot of stuff. I think that what makes me a little efficient in everything that I do. But it's just because I'm creative and I'm like, hey, there's something fun to learn. Let me learn it. So singing is definitely like I need all types of help to transfer.
Girl, just keep lip syncing until you get those lessons, or just keep practicing in the shower or something, you know.
I hit those painful high notes all the time in my room, and it does not sound good, and I know my neighbors are mad at me. But hey, to me, I sound like Beyonce.
Right.
To others, I may not, but it's okay.
You're like, I sound like a screeching cat, but it's all right. Yes.
I am the most famous screeching cat in my room.
I love it. So, like, back in high school, I used to drive around with my cousin, and, I don't care. And it's so weird because I will sing wherever. I work in a store. We have music. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to sing here. I'll be out. I'm like, yeah. I'll be bumping in my car, like, yes, okay. I won't do karaoke, all right? It's, like, so few and far between.
Either.
It's not my thing. I'm like, I'll sing and dance and be so annoying somewhere. Yeah. But my cousin, and if she's watching this, I do love you, because I'm putting her on the spot. But I'd be singing, and obviously she's my family, and she was like one of my best friends. We were so inseparable growing up, so I never cared. But I'd be singing and doing all this stuff in my car, and she's sitting next to me, lip syncing, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Just sing the damn song. I don't care if your voice is trash. Enjoy the song, Right. And I have to actually ask her, because we always like rag on each other. She was just texting me something this morning of like some stupid joke that we had. And I'm like, I got to ask her if she still lip syncs, because I haven't like been around her long enough in a car lately to like actually see if she does that. But I'm like, sis, you're in your late 30s at this point. Just let it go. Just sing.
I'm not lip singing for anybody. I won't do karaoke. I don't know what it is. I guess because I know my voice ain't the best. Like, that's the only thing that gets me shy in front of people. But yeah, no, lip singing, you're going to hear this off note.
We're going to get you like all the auto tuning, the dream, the Tory Lanez vibe, even though he doesn't auto tune, he says, but like that vibe, like built into a microphone. So if you go to karaoke, you have your own personal microphone that you can.
I'm with it. I'm so with it. I would tear it away.
Okay, so if you were to ever do that, what song would you have for your karaoke song? What would you choose? You're like, I don't know.
I really can't answer that question because I love all types of music. Like, I love it all. If
you were to be like super passionate, or like say like, because you mentioned Beyonce, if there's like a song that really resonates with you, that you're like, you're in the mood and you're like, I feel so passionate about belting this at the top of my lungs. Now you have this amazing microphone. Like, what's that song that you're going to be like, I'm going to give my all, because this is the first and only time I'm going to do karaoke?
It has to be like honest. I don't know. I really like music. I really love music, but I think the most powerful music to me are inspiration music, like women empowerment music songs. So like artists like Jessie J and Jasmine Sullivan and India Arie, like they all do women empowerment songs. So anything of women empowerment, I guess my last song that I listened to, actually, hold on. I forgot the name of it. I think it's a really amazing song, and I actually saw it through a dance video because I like dancing. It's called "Fall in Line" by Christina Aguilera, featuring Demi Lovato. I love that song now. That's like my song. I play it when I want to, feel like a boss. I'm like, you know what? Yes, I'm gonna fall in line. But Christina Aguilera actually has a song called "Beautiful" that I danced to in like my dance recital when I was like 8 years old. And that song to me resonated so much because it was just like when you're an awkward black girl, and I definitely wasn't like I was right now. I was like 240, like I was really like chubby, all that type. Like it's a glow up. But at that time, I had to build so much confidence in myself because I wasn't like the norm. That when songs like that would play, it would really build confidence in me, and I feel like that type of music is necessary for little boys and girls who are trying to find themselves, because you need that type of inspiration, and music is eclectic for the soul. So anything inspirational. And Christina Aguilera, I guess, is probably one of my favorites because of that song when I was younger. So, if anything, all of that to say, I'll probably sing a Christina Aguilera song, either "Beautiful" or her new song "Fall in Line."
Now, okay, excellent. So if we were to then take you from the karaoke stage to like a dance stage, would you drop down and actually dance to one of her songs? Would you go back to that song from when you were 8 and do the routine again?
I dance everywhere. If you know my friends, I dance everywhere. I dance in the supermarket. I dance outside. I dance. Dancing is the only thing that I do not care who watches me. Guess what? If it's on, I like it. Actually, my boyfriend till this day will tell you I dance to any song in the supermarket. It's always my jam. I'm like, oh, this is my jam.
He's like, I've heard that 8 times today already. You're like, yeah, it's my jam. So just let me be me. Let me enjoy it.
Yes, I love dancing. I love dancing. Dancing was my first love before acting, before anything creative. The first thing I fell in love with. So that's always going to be like the origin. So yes, I will dance anywhere, honestly.
Good. All right, excellent. So we're gonna have like you know how they have like those dance-a-thons or whatever. We're gonna do like a singing, acting, dancing show featuring you. So you just go from one thing to another because you're so good at all this stuff, and you're just gonna be the main.
I probably have an asthma attack.
We'll give you enough drink breaks and inhalers. Don't worry.
Okay, because I have what you call exercise-induced asthma, so that kind of slowed down my dancing career. Because as soon as I get active, my asthma inflares. So that's the only reason you don't see me out here doing a lot of these the dance trends that everybody's been doing. It takes a lot.
I saw yours about a month ago that you posted.
I finally got one out there, and I had to go outside on a nice cool day when the breeze was just enough that I wouldn't die. My asthma is crazy. But
you're like, this asthma won't let me be great. I could be even better. My lungs won't let me be great.
It won't. It really won't. But hey, you live and you learn. I still dance though to this day, even with it. I was actually captain of my step team in college, and I don't think I did a step show, and then I swear I almost had an asthma attack afterwards, and then we had to go and do it again. It was like, you sure? I was like, I live for this.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry. Captain's got you.
Don't worry. Give me 30 minutes in a bottle of water, room temperature.
Yes. Yeah, because sometimes that shock of something too cold or too hot will really get to you, because I have asthma, so I feel you. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. So, and that was actually one of my questions I was going to ask you, of what your first passion was, because you're super creative. So you had to, hey, that's so rude. I'm in the middle of an interview. Beeping off here. I got girls across the street talking. I'm like, how dare I interview on my porch? Anyway, so dance is what you love. I also saw that you're super big into photography as well. So I just wanted to know, how you transitioned from like dance to photography to acting. Like, what was the inspiration, or who was the inspiration to get you into so many artistic elements?
They were all together, honestly. They all fell in line together, because you know how you're trying to find yourself, or find your love, or find that thing that brings you peace in the middle of everything. And that's kind of like what all of them were to me. So dance and actually art were my first loves. So when I was a child, you know how you give a kid art stuff? Well, I couldn't stop drawing on the walls. Like, literally, they would come in and there's something new on my wall. But the only reason they didn't, reprimand me because of it is because it was actually good. They were like, oh, you're onto something.
I
Keep that
see
up.
them like cut out drywall, like, oh, we're gonna frame this now.
Seriously. So it was just like, it went from like stop drawing on the wall to, all right, you know what? Go ahead and be Picasso if you want. And so drawing, it was one thing, and then I saw somebody dance and I was like, oh my God, I want to dance. And then they put me in dance classes. And then from there, photography really didn't come in until I was in high school. I would always take pictures on my cell phone, and then I would duplicate the drawing, or I would draw and I would take a picture of it. So I was the type of person, when I did draw, I draw by pictures. So I would take a picture of something and I'd be like, oh, I want to draw that later. And then that's what I would do to, I really like pictures. I want to do more. And I think I'm really blessed to have a mother who really believes in the artistic side of me, because a lot of people can't say that their mom, was like, hey, go do it. A lot of people see a creative person as a waste of time. Like, it's not going to make you money. It's not going to pay the bills. That was my grandfather. It's not going to pay the bills. It's not going to do all of that. Not that he didn't love me. It's just that he was there's two types of people in this world. And he was just a very 9-to-5 type of guy. But my mom was like, no, she want to do it. She want to do it. So she gave me this nice little Nikon camera. It was a cute little thing. It was all nice. I actually found it the other day. And I just used to take pictures of everything. And then after like high school, I fell off. Like, I fell off of photography totally. I was into dance and I was into step team and acting. Because like every area of my life has something different. Like, I also was captain of my basketball team. I did track. I did shot put. Like, I literally was the type of person who was just like, if it's there, I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if I like it. And then that's it. Like, it's cool. And
That's so awesome. But all of those seem like very time-consuming things, so I feel like it is appropriate for you to say, like, okay, a chapter of my life was dedicated to this, a chapter of my life, because how do you do all of that and find time to sleep, eat, go to school? You can't. So it's nice that you...
I never was a sleeper. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never was a sleeper. I was the type of person that was just like my mom, that liked to be in a lot of things. So art was my young age. Dance was kind of like through college, and dance actually stopped when I tore my meniscus junior year of college. I tore my meniscus at an audition, and I had no choice but to stop. And that's how I fell in love with acting more and then took it on professionally. So a lot of these were just loves. Like, I love it. It wasn't. And
I love your mom for putting you into all of this and supporting you. Tell her I said thank you. Yes. Because that's a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of effort. And to be able to put you in programs after school or on the weekends or wherever it is and commute across the city to bring you to this thing, it's so much that goes into it. But she clearly believed in you. So
the rule of our home is, if you wanted to do something, you have to prove that you want to do it. So she wasn't going to invest if it was something that I would only spend 5 minutes on it. Like piano. Like, I never finished learning the piano. My mom loves the piano. That's her. But it wasn't like, I'm not giving piano classes. You ain't going to do it. But our household, you had to prove it. And I guess, when you like something or you love something, your work ethic is different. And so I guess my work ethic proved that to be such. So, I'm grateful to her for even allowing me to feed in her pockets. Because when I think about the money that she spent now, I'll be like, good God, like, that is a lot of money, okay, for an acting class and all that type of stuff. So yeah, it definitely, it's like, you got to prove yourself. And I think that just trickled onto my life. Like, if I love what I do, I got to prove myself to be as good as I can in whatever that field is. I'm not going to have anything because my household doesn't have anything. So. Right.
I love the fact, though, that because we're adults now, so we're like, the cost of that is exorbitant. That is so ridiculous. And to your mom, like, she probably was thinking, yeah, this is a lot of money, but the grand scheme of it was, it's an investment. And you ended up giving her that return on investment that is priceless. So it wasn't like, all right, yeah, I'm going to try dance and I want you to spend $300 for me to get these lessons, and you half-assed it and you didn't do it. No, you went and you proved yourself and you ended up being super passionate and loving it. So
until this day, she still gets proceeds from all of my gigs. I always give her money when I get my gig money.
It's the royalties that are just due to her at this point.
So like, I got my gig money. Here you go. Like, it's just like, all right. Like, I don't even complain. Like, it's a lot of money. Here you go. Have it. Like,
No, that's so
always share.
sweet. No, you got to, yeah, you got to pay your royalties to her for sure. But I think it's nice that she can actually see everything that she invested in actually coming to fruition, and you really are taking this seriously. So I wanted to actually ask you, because I feel like I'm just going to keep hyping you up so much, which you know I already told you that I love doing anyway. But when it comes to acting, like I noticed on your resume that you've done plays, you've been in theater, like what method of acting do you really find that you love the most? I mean, I also saw your post a few weeks ago about you know what, I can't even remember, but it was about the black violence that Tyrone had posted, and I want to call it like, oh my god,
It was a
spoken word. Thank
It was
you. Took everything in my brain to be like spoken word, but you know, I've seen the capacity of what you're in there and all of that. So like, do you have a favorite method of acting when you actually are acting?
Well, the methods in itself are so many. So right now I actually don't have a favorite because there's so many methods that I'm still trying to understand and apply into my career. But as for like the arena or this, like what I love out of theater and film and all that type of stuff, theater is my home because theater is actually where I got my start in acting through dancing. I was a dancer. They were like, "Hey, this person left. Can you say this line?" And I was like, "Great!" And then that's
Yes,
how it turned out. Right. So theater is my home because I actually did one of my senior papers on dramatic therapy, which is rooted in theater. Theater is very therapeutic. Theater can help the person with the most, jacked up homes or the most jacked up life find something, find value, find worth, find all of these things in themselves, so that theater produces a therapeutic release for people. So I love it for that, because without theater, so many people's lives will be affected in a negative way. So it's really like a safe haven for people, and that's what I love about it. So theater is always my heart, always my heart. But television, television, I like it.
You're like, let's talk TV.
Yeah, so theater is my home. Television is my new love, but theater is always my home. I love it. I will never stray from it, honestly. I do one theater play a year, actually, still. But it's super tedious. It takes a long time.
I can only imagine. Yeah, my cousin is actually in London studying musical theater, and I've seen, her plays when she was younger and everything that goes into it, and the musicals and all this. I mean, it's a lot of work. So to be able to dedicate that much time to knowing lines, certain body movements, how to have that great chemistry with, your fellow colleagues on the stage, knowing the lighting. There's so much work that people don't understand that goes into it. They think that you just like show up and you're like, okay, I'm gonna just act like a different person and crush it. No, that's not it at all. That's not it at all.
That's what people think. People think acting is like, okay, you just say these lines. It's a perception of being real. And to be real, you have to break a lot of what I call onion layers. Like I like to refer to my acting or my life as an actor as onion layers. Each layer I'm peeling as I'm learning, as I'm expanding my knowledge, as I'm expanding like my career in the source of like getting roles or trying, like it's onion layers. And the people that you look and love, they basically just gave you all of them. And that's tough. So
Yes.
yeah, no, it's not easy at all.
No, are you at that layer yet where you're like, I'm crying? Did you hit that layer yet?
It's not that like I'm crying. It's just that now, because I have to open myself up emotionally, and I feel like as a Black girl or as a Black woman, you really try to hold yourself in and be strong. That's what we were told, to be strong. So when you have to open that layer, it's a lot. Now when I see a movie, I'm just like, I'm not crying. This is not deep. Like, why is this so, why am I, oh my God, like literally that's me with every emotional show or film now, and it makes me so mad, but I'm like, I need these tear ducts. Okay. So yes,
Like, I need these eyelashes. If I cry too much, they're gonna fall off.
I cried one time. My mascara burnt the crap out of my eyeballs. I was so upset.
I feel you.
Like, Work.
I think that's the beautiful thing because, like you said, you know, you were kind of finding yourself in middle school and in high school and kind of, you know, where you fit in, where you belong, what your loves were. And I think acting really kind of forces you to open up your emotions and all of that. And like you said, like being a Black woman and having the consistent strength that people expect you to maintain all the time, it's nice to be able to peel back those layers because you need to grow, you need to feel emotions, you need to put yourself out there. And I think that's the only way that you are going to succeed professionally, but more importantly personally. You know, if you're just like on a constant you know, okay, yeah, I love life from 20 to 45, where's your growth? Where's your experiences in life? You have to do this. So I think having these experiences of what you've done, both athletically and on the creative side, in different ways, it has forced you to grow and be the person that you are now. I love this. I want to see more from you. I'm excited for Creatives Corner.
I'm just it's literally taking one step at a time. It's just I think of things, and then I gotta formulate those thoughts into words, and then I gotta actually put them to action. So, like I said, it's my baby, it's my new precious, and I'm growing it, and it's gonna be a lot. I'm too creative for it to not blossom, and I'm too dedicated to what I do. My grandfather, if there's one thing he teach me, is to never quit. Because my grandfather, like I said, was a 9-to-5 man, and I love him to death. But the one thing he was like, you ain't going to finish that. And he was like, you want to bet? Like, we always had that.
You going to put money on that, Gramps? Yeah.
Basically. So it was always, I really love to prove him wrong a lot, because when you're faced with a reality that tells you you can't do much, and you see somebody excel in something that you didn't think was possible, I was that pillar for my grandfather. So I keep that in mind. And I always do everything for him to just say, like, hey, that there is something on the other side that is greater than what you think. So I don't quit whatever I do. I set a timeline and it's going to get done. I'm the type of person, if I say I'm going to do it, you best believe it's going to get done. May not be tomorrow, but it's going to get done.
I love that. Well, you could have a sibling that was told the same message from your grandfather, and they could take that to heart and be like, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fall back, and and have that self-doubt and belief that they are not going to be able to do it. And you took it as, oh no, I love you, Grandpa, but I'm going to prove you wrong. I want to show you that I'm going to do this. So I love that you took that. It's such a powerful message. And I don't think it was something that he didn't believe in you. He was just like, that wasn't in his realm of being realistic. If he was that 9-to-5, that structure, that, you can't be creative. You have to be the doctor, the lawyer, you have to have a job that gives you health benefits. There's still so many people out here that have that. But I do want to ask you, because you are super creative, you are highlighting people on your show, but are you going to give us a little bit of your talents on your show? Are you going to be highlighting an episode featuring like, okay, well, I'm going to do dancing this, or I'm going to finally dabble in singing on this episode? Like, what's your plan for you to be incorporated in the creative side?
I was thinking about that. The whole thing with me is, I think that what makes me introverted is that, you know how you can either go from being totally to yourself to totally being too much? And I always fear that sometimes I'm just going to be so much that people think I'm completely vain, which is not true. It's just that I don't talk about myself enough. So when I do talk about myself, it'd be like, oh, it's like a whole open door. So I think with the Creatives Corner, I'm still trying to decide whether or not I want to put more of me in it or just highlight everybody else. Because like I said, I love creatives, but I am a creative myself. So it's like, I haven't decided yet. I do not know, because one thing I hate is when somebody makes it all about them. And I don't want to do that. So I just have to find a silver lining before I even do that. I do know my acting will be a part of it, because I still do monologues. I still want to get my content out there. So monologues are something that I'll probably end up posting. But yeah, I don't know yet. I don't know.
But like I just talked about growth and all of that, as you get deeper into each episode and have a clear definition after each filming or whatever, you're like, okay, this is the direction I want to take it. And I think that's the beautiful thing, is you're growing with the Creatives Corner at the same time. you're like, okay, this is what I want to talk about. And each week, I mean, is going to be something different anyway to be offered. So you could be like, oh, I'm going to have so-and-so on my show and they're super relatable because I love A, B, and C. I'm going to show a little bit about myself in that episode.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, it just depends because I feel like I'm going to have several segments within the Creatives Corner. I feel like it's going to be it's going to be that, and then there's going to be umbrellas of things that I'm going to produce out of that. So I do know my interviews will be one thing, my movie reviews will be another, and then there will be another segment. I feel like there's just going to be different tiers to the Creatives Corner. So right now it's just interviews, but I feel like it's going to expand to more than just that because there's just more than just interviews. I want people to, like, I will be sharing others' content. Like, I have things set up where I'm going to share others' content, short films and things on that page as well. I've been DMing people like, hey, can you send me like something that you would want me to post because I want to post it on there. Like, I want to share your content. So definitely, I feel like I will. But as for right now, I don't know because I'm torn between keeping it a separate page or making it together because I don't know if I want it to be me as an entity or just its own separate thing yet. So
you will figure that out as you go along. You'll be like, this is the direction I want it to be.
right.
So I'm super excited. I hope whatever you decide is the best fit, but I'm excited to see a little bit about you on your show and not just being super humble. Like, we're going to talk about everybody else. You need to like be like, I have bragging rights. I want to talk about that. So that's my hope, at least. So with that being said, tell us about where we can find Creatives Corner, when you air it, all of the good things about this this whole series.
Well, you can find the Creatives Corner. You know, I had to put on my voice. Well, you can find the Creatives Corner on YouTube. Let me stop. You can find the Creatives Corner on YouTube. I do my episodes every Monday at 5 p.m. There will be a total of 10 episodes. 10, that's it. 10 for this quarantine portion until I expand it. But there are 10 episodes every Monday at 5 p.m. on YouTube. You just type in the Creatives Corner. Or sometimes it's a little difficult right now because I don't have the views where you can just find it off of that. So I do have a link in my bio on the Instagram page. That is Creatives Corner. And you can actually find it through there. It's spelled correctly, Creatives Corner. Creatives. Let's be all right. Creatives Corner. And on there, you'll see the bio that sends you straight to the YouTube page. You'll receive a bio of the artist or the creative that I'm actually interviewing of that week. You'll see it on there as well as other things that I post related to that. But Instagram is definitely the way to find more on the Creatives Corner. Awesome. And if you want to follow me, you can follow me too. Janelle Hall Reagan. It's in there too. So follow Creatives Corner and then find me from there.
Right. And then everybody's going to Facebook and Insta stalk you and all of that. We need that. We need to get your followers up.
That's okay. But get the Creatives Corner up first, you know.
Yes. I want to get you like the paid advertisements and all that on YouTube. So we got to like put you out there so you get all the views to get to that level. That's my
it really doesn't take nothing to get to that level. I was doing research on that. It just really takes shares and views. Literally shares. If you just share content, it costs nothing to share content. Just like I'm gonna share all the Katie content, like every single thing that she posts, I just keep sharing because it takes nothing to share. It is free.
Exactly, and you're so good about that, and I really appreciate it because you know I want to be able to highlight people such as yourself, super creative people, and I have artist friends and friends that are working on this and starting in their own companies, and you know there's so many things. I'm like, and just like you said that you've been interviewing all of your friends. Same with me. That's why I'm like, I have so many amazing people in my circle of friends that I want to highlight them as much as I can and get the exposure for them out there. I want to get them paid on YouTube and Instagram. I want to give them a blue
check. You're doing it. Yeah. You're doing it right now by creating a platform where you can talk to your friends about what they do. And everybody has had something different to bring to the table. And you just never know who needs to hear you know, what they have to say to get them to boost to be creative themselves or, you know, to feel inspired. So Your platform is amazing.
Thank
And
you.
since you want to talk about me, I love Katie. Her platform is amazing. Her personality is amazing. I love everything about her. She has a beautiful glow to her that sits within her personality, and it's dope. And yes, I just love her.
Oh, I'm like, now I gotta hide. I'm like, I don't want to talk about me on here. This is supposed to be about you, even though I'm bringing these stories up.
Nope, I'm still gonna share about you because you're just as dope.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm excited too because following the Creatives Corner, like you said, it's a platform to highlight creatives. So even though you are in that creative element, you're sharing a video, sharing a picture of somebody, and just spreading awareness about people and discovering people along the way. And I think that's so cool. And, you know, thankfully I've been so lucky to have gotten to know you over these last couple of months. So I'm like, I want to see so much of what you have to offer. And when you talk about glow, if anybody watches Janelle's stuff, she has flawless skin. So I think one episode needs to be dedicated to her skin routine in a creative manner, because look at the white, like the pearly white teeth, the flawless skin. She's had purple hair lately. Like, we need to talk about that.
Okay, so here's the cheat code. Fit Me Foundation from Righty. That's the flawless skin, okay? And I brush my teeth with baking soda and peroxide. Boom. That's it.
That's like, you're not spending all this money on, you know, top of the line toothpaste and all these skin treatments.
I don't do top of the line well, I feel like baking soda and hydrogen peroxide are basically like in themselves their own teeth whiteners. Yes. I have tried charcoal. I'm so Philly. I can never finish anything that I say. I have tried teeth whitening, the Crush strips, which do really good job if you have like stains on your teeth. I had braces at one point, so I have like a wire stain that's on the front of my teeth. It does get rid of that. But for the most part, astringent, exfoliant, and a good foundation. And I don't like foundation that cakes you up so much it's not your natural skin. Like, just something that gives you a natural glow and go about your day. And always wear SPF. Always.
Thank you, Mother Nature. Get up.
No, even to the Black viewers, black people, we feel like we don't need it because the melatonin in our skin is no. We need it. That's it. If you go out in the sun, the reason why you break out and you get like freckles and all this type of stuff is because you don't have a protective layer on your face, and the sun will actually bring that out. And I work for a spa company, so this is all we talk about all day. And yeah, you need SPF. But if anything you don't do is walk out the house without SPF. Okay.
Right. No, everybody needs it. I mean, you probably saw last week I had that gnarly sunburn, and I'm like, I didn't even think I was going to be outside for so long. But my roommate, she's darker skin, and she's like, Katie, I really love going out and tanning now. And it was super hot the other day, and she was just sitting in our backyard catching sun. And I'm like, you know, I just love that. Obviously, she's using sunscreen and all that to protect herself. But she's like, I love the glow that I get from the sun, where everybody's always told, stay away. You're going to get too dark. You're going to have skin cancer. You're going to get the, you know, all this stuff. And I'm like, just embracing it in a smart manner. Say that again?
Yes. As long as you got some SPF on, you're good. It's just making sure you don't those cancerous rays don't touch you, that you don't get those heat. They're like heat bumps. They're heat spots on your face. And I know I worked in the summer as what did I do? I was a caterer. I got a lot of jobs. I worked in the sun a lot, so I actually got a lot of freckles from the sun. I love freckles, so I'm okay. I love imperfections. Those are my favorite things. But to reduce it, I had to put on a lot of SPF just to reduce the level of freckles that I was gaining. Because now I have like this little mole thing on my nose that was never there. But hey, it's okay.
All of a sudden you're like, I mean, I like this character edition, but I don't know if I love it.
So. Right. It's like, I like it, but I don't need no more. So let me just lather up real quick so I don't have to get a couple of these. I like the one little beauty mark. It's okay.
Yes. You're like, I can deal with that, but no more. Factories shut down. Not accepting anymore. That's so awesome. It has been
Right.
so much fun chatting with you. So thank you again. I will make sure to post this up ASAP so we can get the word out there, that because people really do have to check out what you are all about, because I absolutely am obsessed with you. You know that. I love everything that you do. I love your vibe, your personality, and I just want you to be out there to show the world what you have. So thank you.
I appreciate you for putting me on your show. I appreciate you for letting me rant about my life. I don't do it often, so it's great.
Thank you for taking that
Respect.
humble onion layer away and opening up today. I appreciate that.
Yes, yes. Only for Katie. I'm trying to tell you guys, she's awesome.
Thank you so much. And come back and visit us soon. I want a follow-up interview once we get past those 10 episodes during quarantine. I want to check in with you, see how you're doing, see what else we can do to help promote you. All right?
Yes, I'll be glad to.
Yes. Thank you, girl. I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.